मुझे लगे तू है काफी फेमस, आइडियल इन्फ्लुएंसर। नई नई तितली तू बाहर निकली है, न बना बातें चल चल हवा आने दे। सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के। मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला। मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला। देखे मुझे तेरी सारी फ्रेंड्स, रेट करे मेरे लिस्ट को 100 out of 10। चाहूँ मैं बस जल्दी हो ये सब एंड, कब होगा दी एंड। मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला। मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला। चल हवा आने दे, मेरी जगह मत खा। सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के।
मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला।
मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रहे। ब्ला 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 ब्ला।
Escúchame, baby, yo te quiero, baby. Sin ti no valgo la pena, sin ti esto es una condena. Escúchame, baby, que te quiero, baby. Sin ti yo no quiero nada, mi mundo por ti esperaba. Y te digo, y es que si me voy de aquí, sin ti yo me voy a morir, es mucho el dolor que siento hoy. ¿Y qué más va a ser de ti? Sin mí tú vas a sufrir, es mucho el dolor, entiéndelo. Yo sin ti muero de pena, yo siento que me estoy cayendo. Sin ti yo ya no tengo aliento.
Back in action.
We're back in action. You're still in Buffalo mode there.
You got it, pal.
KLOMP is back. It's Studio 67
I never thought,
on a Wednesday night.
I never thought I would meet a colder place than Timmins.
You did.
But Timmins feels tropical compared to Buffalo, my friend.
They get a lot more snow than we do. They get the lake, as they call the lake effect snow down there.
They call it the lake effect. The snow band, as they call it down there. But shout out, if you've never, okay, first of all, Buffalo is a special place, okay? People down there are wide open, ready to party and friendly. They'll feed you, they'll give you drinks. They'll drive you home from bars.
You said you met a bunch of folks from, what was it, Colorado?
Yeah.
And here you are trying to be nice and say, here, I'll cover a few bills, a few bubbly pops. They didn't take your money. They said, no, Canadian money's no good down here.
Shout out to Matt and Owen Cannon from Colorado.
Yeah.
Met them down there. I mean, everywhere you went, you're surrounded by football fans at the motel. And they had a travel ban. And when they say travel ban down there, it's not a suggestion. There are state police pretty much at every corner. So when the governor says no travel, you're not traveling. But there's one place that was open in Buffalo called Sneakers. And we did the walk there. It was pretty close to our hotel.
And how was it trekking through the snow?
A disaster, yeah. It was a disaster. But then the owner drives you home. Like, he drives you home at the end of the night. This Sneakers is just like Cheers. And, we had an amazing time. And then, of course, the Bills won. That was
31-17. Your first time seeing a home team win.
Yeah.
When in attendance.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen a home team in any sport win. But Buffalo's crazy. You got about 50,000 people tailgating. I wouldn't say they're friendly, but it's not like, I wouldn't bring your young kids there, okay?
Okay.
It's wild. There's like cookouts, people in their RVs. There's a lot of drinking. There's
a lot of tailgating.
Yeah. It's
what
like
were you tailgating at the rental car?
No. We got involved in the tailgate. They had I'm not a seafood guy, but they had lobster going on. Yeah, so
people go all out.
Oh yeah.
Propane heaters and tanks hanging on the back.
That's right.
Their tailgates.
So we were tailgating outside for about 5 hours. And they're throwing the football. They got the music going. In this one parking lot, there's probably like 3,000 people. And then they light the table on fire, and they jump off the snow hill right onto the table.
Into the table.
Bill's Mafia. Yeah, shout out to it is something else. And then a lot of people saw the pictures online that they tried to shovel that stadium. This is how wild.
Well, they got
Buffalo
the field done. That was the main priority. They don't really care about the stands.
This is how much they love football in Buffalo. So once again, they said they had the travel ban. The roads were brutal. But they made one exception. If you're coming to shovel the Bills Stadium,
you're shoveling.
You could break the travel ban as long as you're traveling to the stadium. They love football more than safety. But yeah,
and you didn't get that ticket to shovel.
Yeah, like Nak says,
you put yourself into the lottery for that.
I'm too delicate for a table jump. Yeah, I was sitting at Sneakers watching football in the warmth. And if you're ever in Blasdale, New York, which is right outside Highmark Stadium, go check out Sneakers. They are awesome people. The prices are great. And when I travel to places, I like to go to the local pubs and local food. Not these corporations. So, anyways, it was a good time and made it back home.
You made it back home just in time for a Wednesday night show.
Yeah.
Again, keeping your seat warm. We had Glenn Rosenstrom back in the air chair.
He was
here. Yeah, 3 times in a week and a half. And filling in for your baby watch last week.
Well,
of course, baby Ella has arrived.
Well, I should have started off with that, Kinsman.
Yes, you're now you've got the new edition.
Number 5 is here. Big shout out to the maternity ward at the TDH. That's first class there. They are amazing people, and if you've been up there, they
were they in on this year's bet too. Bet the time.
A few of them were chatting about that, and Terry had a little bit of a longer labor this time. No labor is easy. We said it many times. Guys can't do it.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't survive a hangnail.
They do prefer shorter. This time it was a little bit later. It was a little bit longer, and but Terry's a trooper, and Ella's here, and she's healthy and happy, and everyone's at home. She came out with a lot of hair, so at first I'm
like, is this
mine?
There you go.
Is this mine?
That's
this hair. My baby should be bald.
Did everybody recognize you when you came back? Yeah, I was like, who's this strange guy coming back from Buffalo wearing a weird toque and coat?
Right. But thank you. So Ella is, she's great. And, you know, you can already tell that, like, a little, like a boy. Like, if you have boys, like, they're wild, right? Boys, Hudson's already wild. They're into everything, right? Yeah. They're very adventurous. Where girls already start off, like,
very
boys.
Smarter, delicate,
quiet.
They're
eating.
Quiet.
And I know she's almost a week, but you already know. You just know they have a step ahead.
Happy to see you when you came back, though.
They were happy to see me. They're saying baby number 6. Well, you know, I've told Terry I like to keep the train rolling, but she's been pregnant for 2 years, so she wants to put a pause.
Might want to take a year off.
That's right.
You know, 9 months off, and then you try again in 2025.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to be 85 having babies here at Kinsman.
That's it. You'll be taking the line from Bob Barker's Price is Right. It won't be your pets getting spayed or neutered.
Yeah, I got to get something done.
Don't forget to get snipped.
But, so everyone's healthy and happy at home. So there we go. Are you trying to catch up with Darren? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, Darren
Abanos.
They have a big crew there.
Yes, they do.
He's ahead of me there, Kinsman.
Yeah, they just
that's right.
celebrated their triplets. Was it last year? A couple of years. They're a couple of years old now.
That's right.
Triplets over there.
Well, you have a baby to take care of, Ronnie. You had to babysit him.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
You know what? Thumbs up. We as they say, we battened down the hatches, held the fort in place till you came back, and
I noticed you did vacuum. It's super clean in here, by the way.
It is.
You guys are probably thinking of me. You did have curtains over the TV.
No, we had jerseys on. Yeah, of course. When Glenn was in here, he had a Ken Dryden limited jersey that he had.
He's good.
Again, Ken Dryden never signs autographs, and they tricked him into signing that jersey. He said it was an unworn jersey, $5,500 for that jersey that was showcased last week.
He gave out a big
and of course, Bobby Orr, when he played for the Minnesota North Stars, and again, he had a fabulous story behind that. He played because they coaxed him in. They needed someone to play a charity game, and he stepped in.
Glenn is a good man. He's been a huge supporter of the show, and he's done a lot, including standing outside for our Feed a Family events.
Yes, he stood out there, and not to mention he's got ties to my hometown, Ajax. So go Glenn, go! And if you were watching last night, he gave a good shout out to Lisa Framant and everybody a part of Lisa's big fundraiser next Saturday night. When he was on last week. When you were on Baby Watch, Lisa reached out to him, in fact, just recently to get Glenn to be a part of her silent auction. And he's stepped up big. Jays tickets, Raptors tickets, you name it. Glenn has provided some good pieces for that silent auction.
Yeah. Now, I did want to say one last thing about this travel. So I traveled alone, but like I went and met a bunch of people because I like meeting people. But I seen a couple questions up on social media today. They're saying, have you ever done a trip alone? And I wouldn't do it all the time, but it's awesome. So if you ever have a chance to do it, you should do it. Like I don't mind traveling alone.
Well, you don't have to, wait for anybody to get ready.
Yeah.
You can leave on your own terms, eat your own food.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Again, so I did that.
Good time away
now,
to,
I just walk
thoughts.
out of the hotel and shake hands and meet people. So, but other people just want to be left alone to their own thing. Like I drove down to Niagara Falls at like 5 in the morning, but it was blistery cold and I was the only one there. It was kind of weird.
Doing the sightseeing.
Yeah. I'm old.
There's the lone tourist looking at the falls, minus 40.
But I don't care. Like, who else would want to be out there at minus 40, 5:30 in the morning? The Niagara Falls American side to boot, because the American side's not as like touristy as the Canadian side. It's more parks than it is like casinos and amusement rides and all that. But if you're thinking of it, I think everyone should do it once in their life.
Do a trip to Buffalo. Now, I've seen the Sabres play. How far when you cross the border there is, what is that,
Highmark Stadium.
Highmark Stadium.
So, yeah, it's on the outskirts. So it's about a 15-minute drive. I was about to say miles. I got used to talking in miles all week. But yeah, it's about 15 minutes. So the Sabres play downtown Buffalo, including the Bisons, which are the Jays AAA team. But the Bills and their new stadium is going to be in Orchard Park, which Buffalo is not a big city. You know, Buffalo's 250, 260,000 maybe. So it's not like a big city.
Not a big city
So
at all.
they don't have the room to put an NFL stadium down there. So they keep it on the outskirts.
Now, you're nervous crossing the border. Usually, people are. The border guards. You don't want to. You don't want to be joking going across the border, especially recent incidents where
they don't joke.
cars blow up at the border. Yeah, you can't joke.
Well, they thought
no
it was
high fives.
Well, first of all, when you travel alone in your mail, they do like question you a bit. They think you're up to some shenanigans.
Where are you going? What'd you say? I'm going to watch the Bills play.
And he's like, "Why are you here Friday?" Because I was trying to beat the storm. And then he's like, well, what are you going to do? And then I had to tell him about the motel. And he go, what room I got. He made me show the reservation. And
they don't dick around down there.
And then I flew to Toronto, but then I took the rental from Toronto to Buffalo. And then he's like, open up the trunk. Well, I didn't know where the trunk button was. So they got me.
Hoping the last person who put the rental back didn't leave a body back there.
That would have been good, eh?
Yeah. Cases of beer. Where are you going here?
Yeah, but
women's lingerie hanging back there.
Yeah. Well, I would have had more to answer than just the border guard.
That's the border guard be calling Terry on you.
Yeah, that's right. But so if you try, it is. They're pretty serious business there. But then once you get into Buffalo are they're just like Canadians. Like on Lake Erie, you can literally see Toronto on a clear day. This is how close they are.
Nice.
Anyways,
but you had a good time.
Yeah.
Nice to be back. Joking, they play again Sunday. I said, are you thinking of going to Sunday's game?
Well,
and the thought crossed your mind.
Every time Terry gets a baby, I get a Bills game. So I got to get rolling.
Well, you got to wait for next year.
Right?
That's it. Hopefully they make the playoffs.
She gets a kid, I get to go see an NFL game. I did take a lot of video on my trip, but you don't point a video camera at the border guard. No. You do not point one at the border guard. But of course,
or when you're walking around the stadium, you said you went backstage. They didn't even know. You were walking into their training facility where they probably should have stopped you.
Most places would. Yeah, I walked around like I'm a nerd like that. I like stadiums. So this is another benefit of traveling alone. No one wants to spend 3.5 hours walking around a stadium. Most people don't. But I do that. And then I walked right into their training facility where the Bills were practicing. And you have to get through like 3 doors to see their practice, like see the actual players. And I got to the second. Guys looking at me, you work here? I'm like, well, I wish I did. He goes, yeah, well, this is unauthorized until you do.
Unauthorized, there.
Yeah.
He spins around and back you go.
Christine says, how is that a deal? A kid for a trip. That's right.
Well, she has a lot of help back there, too.
Oh yeah.
They probably as they say, the hubby's probably just getting in the way, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes we do there, Kinsman.
Yeah.
Hey, so you didn't cheap out on the prizes. What's shaking?
No, we gave away a whole whack of things last night, and tonight we're giving away 4 bowling passes from Midtown Bowl and 4 passes to Imagine Cinemas. And again, on last night's show, Amanda Roy, she picked up the same package. And then when Glenn was on, he gave away some great memorabilia.
Right.
It was a circa Montreal Canadiens 1959 Hall of Fame puck. That was valued at $150. He also had the Montreal Forum. It was a program when they did the auction for the Forum pieces.
Yeah.
And again, that was a value of about I think he was saying about $70-something, $80. And then he also had the stamp collection from 2000 when the NHL All-Star Game celebrated its 50th year, unopened. And again, we were joking, you or I would waste those stamps and probably mail them, but he kept them in pristine condition. Almost $150 or maybe $70 to $100 for that pack of stamps that she picked up. So quite the prize.
You can send out your Christmas cards next year.
Using the Hall of Fame stamps, but every Hall of Fame, they gain value. So Amanda, when she picked it up today, I said, do not break that seal. You break the seal on it, loses the value online.
So tonight, 4 movie passes, 4 bowling passes. What's good at the theater? I had an 8-hour layover. Is that how you say it? In Toronto.
Yeah.
So I went to go check out Aquaman.
And how was it?
Better than I thought, and I didn't have high expectations.
And
for
Amber
Aquaman.
Heard was cut a lot from the movie. How
so
much is
if
she
you
cut?
follow Aquaman, you know that she plays the character who's Aquaman's wife, and they have a child together. So she's a co-star, main billing in the first movie. In this one, actually, Wikipedia will tell you she's in it 20 minutes and she has 11 lines. And her lines are like, no, wow, I can't believe it.
Well, they really cut her.
Now, James Wan, who's the classic horror director behind, Saw, and first of all, Saw, The Conjuring, and many other things. He's the director of the Aquaman 2 movies. And he said she was cut down because they didn't have chemistry with Jason Momoa, which that's a studio line right there.
Yeah.
But they definitely trimmed Amber Heard. You can tell, because her father is Drago from Rocky IV. What's his name?
Ralph Lundgren.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Ralph.
So she has no, like in the first movie, her and her father's relationship was a big deal. In this movie, they don't even talk. So you can tell something got cut.
Yeah.
But it was surprisingly good. Yeah.
Surprisingly
Yeah,
good
it was
movie. And again, Aquaman's there. They've got Mean Girls, one called The Beekeeper.
Yeah, Beekeeper.
Well, Ronnie says was good, so go check it out, The Beekeeper.
New Jason Statham movie, yeah. I was going to check that out because in Toronto they have it in 4DX. And 4DX is where there's mist in the theater, your seats move.
That's kind of wild, eh?
But, I'm a superhero guy, so I decided to go see Aquaman.
Aquaman with mist coming in, like the seats move as the scenes are. It's like a carnival ride.
The seats move, like they shake, they go up and they go down. Mist will come down. Yeah, a whole bunch of cool effects.
Nice.
In 4DX. Jamie Klomp, do you ever change clothes? I'm not taking off this jacket, this hat, or my Bills boxers.
Good luck.
Or my Bills boxers.
The curse of you in a home stadium. Yeah, you saw people posting the day after they won, saying, thanks, Jamie, for not cursing the Bills. A lot of people cheer for the
I
Bills.
appreciate that. So,
and you got that coat down there, obviously?
I sure did there, Kinsman. I sure did. That's my type of shopping down there. But no, I'm keeping it all on until there's something good happens here.
Well, they play again Sunday. What happens? Is it win to stay in, or can they lose?
No, it's playoffs. You lose and you're done.
You're done for the season.
That's right. I'll be miserable on Monday. So.
And who are they playing on Sunday? They're playing Kansas City, are they not?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
So,
well, stranger things have happened.
Kelly,
did they not play Kansas City last year, and it came down to like the last play?
So 2020 and 2021, Kansas City eliminated them. So
this is
it hasn't been a good. But the big thing is Taylor Swift will be at the game on Sunday.
She's going to be in Buffalo.
Yeah, she will be in Buffalo.
Maybe she's going to go to Sneakers.
Maybe she'll go to. I don't know if that's a Taylor Swift place, but maybe. And they had Taylor Swift mannequins, and they were putting her through tables there. So they're waiting.
They're waiting for Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I want to talk about that. So if you follow it, Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce, who's one of the best tight ends, if not the best in the NFL. So there's a high debate online because a lot of macho men, I'll call it, are not liking the coverage Taylor Swift is.
Okay.
The NFL is giving Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift has brought in a lot of revenue for the NFL.
Well, I bet she has.
And especially a lot of female fans have carried over and now are fans of the game. Like she's upped their attendance, their TV audience by about 10%. The game she's at, like it's a big deal. Taylor Swift is the most popular artist in the world by far. No one's even close right now. And so I love it. I love it that she's at these games and she's having fun and she brings in a lot of new fans. I think it's awesome. I think Taylor Swift is
like the Tiger
awesome,
Woods of the PGA bringing people into the game of golf. She's bringing people into the game of football.
It's a big deal, yeah. So they got this official club now. You feel about it however you want to feel about it, but it's a club that teaches football to anyone new to the game, but it's like for women. But I know a lot of men who don't care or want to know anything about football. But if you want to learn it now, there's like this whole club where you can join. And it's international. They'll teach you the basics. Because it could be a kind of if you've never watched it, not as easy to understand as hockey
No.
or soccer.
No, few
Yeah.
different rules to
Yeah,
to
so
get
anyways,
down. But she's probably learning as the season
okay,
goes on.
But why hate Taylor? Trisha says that.
What did she say?
She doesn't like Taylor Swift.
Gives back to
Taylor
the
Swift
community
is
a
like
lot. Taylor does. Yeah,
self-made.
she does.
You know, was playing in front of like 20, 30 people, whether you like the music or not.
You
is
see
a
that
hustler.
meme online?
Yeah.
That was actual true picture. She was playing in front of 10 people with the sign that said Taylor
So
Swift.
anyways, so anytime there's a picture of Taylor Swift, there's a lot of the macho men like NFL that bash it. So the Detroit Lions played last weekend, and Eminem's a big fan. They showed Eminem a lot. So the women were making their point. Don't be showing Eminem no more. He's ruining football.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Who cares? They're out there having fun at the games.
Nice.
But I am a T Swift fan, and some people don't think she's a good singer or not a fan. But whether you like her music or not, like her live shows, and I haven't seen one, but I would go see one, like the production value of these shows are something like you've never seen before. So I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and again, she's back for 6 shows again this summer. Coming up.
Yeah, that's right. So 6 shows.
Pack the stadiums.
Yeah,
Wonder if he
everything's-
goes to her shows as much as she
Yes.
goes to watch him play.
Well, she's the bigger star by far. Yeah, by far. So she'll be in Buffalo, and we'll see how
Well,
that
let's
goes.
see. Let's see the memes happen when Buffalo. Like, what are the chances Buffalo beats KC? Anything can happen in the playoff.
Yeah, we don't know, Kinsman. The Bills have been known to
You know what happened to
to
Ray
let us down.
Finkel?
For Ray Finkel. Okay, let's see. Post of Jill's comment. The grumpy old man club doesn't like her. Who cares? She's super talented. Yeah.
Super talented.
There you go. Brad Brick, he's a Swiftie. You met Brad. He was down here for my bachelor party.
Brad said you'd be coming
I
back and announcing baby number 6
Baby,
was
yeah.
on the way.
Love me some
Hey,
Tay-Tay.
Brad. Wearing his Vancouver Canucks jersey.
Yeah, he loves it. I saw the Canucks in Buffalo, by the way. I saw them play the Sabres. They look, But I'm a Sens
It was a
fan.
1-0 shutout.
But I'm a Sens
Again,
fan,
I thought the
so-
curse. I'm like, geez, you brought the curse to Buffalo. Only 1 goal in that entire hockey game.
$40 to watch a hockey game there in the lower bowl, though, so that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, pretty decent. And beer prices there
yeah.
a lot cheaper than in Toronto.
Mm,
Ottawa, pretty comparable. I guess if you're
yeah.
comparing U.S. to
after the
Canadian
exchange,
dollars.
yeah, you're not getting a break on beer at the arenas. But yeah, so you see some people don't like T Swift, but a lot of people do. So I think she's good for the game. She's awesome. She's bringing in a lot of new fans. And it's fun when they're there. Now, I hope she leaves miserable on Sunday.
Well,
that aside, because
or if
cheers for the
if they
Chiefs.
ever eventually break up, if writing the new album will have a lot of the Kansas City Chiefs in some newer songs.
So Pascal,
Yeah.
did you get So Pascal went to go see a Senators game, and he picked me up a visor. I have it. Thank you so much. What an amazing guy.
Yeah, Pascal.
Keep flowering me with gifts, I say, Kinsman. No, that was very kind of
He
him.
picked that up at the Storm game last week.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of the Storm, they have 2 games back-to-back this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Friday, they take on the Hearst Lumberjacks at 7. Then the Timmins Rock skate to the Just Jordan Arena Saturday night at 7. And again, the postponed, they had a game that was postponed prior to Christmas. That game has been rescheduled to Sunday, the 28th.
So Dustin says, fake beer. And I know what he's talking about, like one-up, Ron. He's talking about the American beer. So
Well, how
yes,
weak it is.
So,
well, it is a weaker beer.
Hold on
yeah.
a second here, though. So if you go buy beer at their 7-Elevens, you can get beer anywhere you want. It's like 3.2, 3.5. But if you buy it at the games, it's normal as we have here. It's 4.5, it's 5, it's whatever.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's changed over the years, but yeah. So I don't know. They call it,
low
maybe it's still
percentage.
watered
Well,
down. But
they say it's like drinking water down there.
Yeah.
You just keep slamming them back. Well, you don't want to get too hammered watching a football game anyway. Were you buzzing in the
You've been to a
stands
game there,
Were
Kinsman,
you
or what?
buzzing in the stands?
You don't want to be the only sober one.
Were you buzzing by kickoff? Klomp body surfing
You'd be
in
the only
Buffalo.
sober one there.
I'd be having a few. I don't want to get ripped
Yeah.
watching a game. What's Joanne saying there? She says, went for a nice walk on the trails with a friend and his 2 dogs 6 miles in.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice,
Deep.
nice walk,
Yeah, that's right. I would love to see an NHL game. Just any game would be nice. Yeah. I mean, if you have the means to travel, like I hate to say this, but I'm going to say this. 2 places probably if you don't care where you see. Like, first of all, you want to see a game in Montreal if you can. They really know how to do it. And then more than likely Toronto. Yeah. But if I had to choose any city, it would be Vegas. Vegas
knows how to put on a party.
Entertainment. Yeah. So, and actually they host the Super Bowl this year, but I hear their NHL games are unreal. So if I choose, Rochelle wants to go to an NBA game. Yeah, I've been to some Raptors games. Actually, live basketball is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty awesome.
It's funny. Here's my tie-in to basketball. My only Raptors game I ever went to was the first ever Raptors game when they played it against the Nets in well, I guess it was Skydome at the time. That's how long ago that was.
Get out more often there. What are you doing? Being a hermit in the house?
Well, I did. Well,
Skydome.
It was the last. My last Raptors game was the first ever one against.
No wonder why you get so excited to go to Iroquois Falls. It's a vacation.
I like it. It's a vacation. Yeah.
Well, I like Iroquois Falls too.
They have nicknamed Iroquois Falls in the NOJHL the Vegas of the North. So I like it.
That's right.
Of course, speaking of the game, if you go Friday night, the Macomb Lightning Shot is closing in on $1,000. Will someone shoot that? Two chances coming up Friday and Saturday night.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal there, pal. Someone's going to win $1,000.
Someone could win $1,000, and we should say Friday night is also the honor. The big night of the evening will be honoring the Billet families.
Family, yeah.
That house the Storm. It's going to be a nice night for them.
They do. They're real heroes. They're real heroes because
they sure are.
These teams wouldn't be able to operate without the Billets. I'm just looking at all the comments. So me too, but not Montreal unless they were playing the Bruins. That'd be a great game. Courtney's been to a Raptors game. I like any live sports. Raptors are okay, but I'm a Golden State girl. They're having a rough year, Golden State, but that'd be fun. Yeah, so, I mean, like, go where your team plays, but if you don't really care, Vegas won, but if you're looking for Canadians teams, then you want to go to Montreal or Toronto.
Montreal
and get a hotel. It's always worth it to get a hotel. I know people, when you look at hotel prices, getting it by the airport is always cheaper than getting it by the arena. You're downtown.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you look at Ubers and taxis and parking fees, if you're driving, it just equals out anyways. Get a hotel by the arena, whoop, right out the door. That's where the best eats are, best drinks are.
The most time efficient, stress-free when you're traveling.
Well, I'm thinking more the action there, Kinsman. Yeah. The food, the drinks, the fans. So you may pay, $75 to $100 more a night, but it's all going to balance out anyway. So
you come back and you get to cry over your the MasterCard statement.
How
when it comes to the
how do you get picked for the Lightning Shot? So you can
there are
answer that there,
tickets.
Kinsman.
Yes, you can pick up a ticket. Section 3 at the top of the arena. You'll be able to buy a ticket for $3, and again at the end of the first intermission or midway. Toward the end, you draw tickets in the two shooters.
So you have until the end, just near the end of the first period, to purchase a ticket for $3, like Mark said, and we draw 2 names, and those 2 people shoot, and all the money that goes into the pot, like it grows the pot.
It just keeps growing.
Yeah, it's progressive pot, as they say at jackpot time.
And it's closing in on $1,000. And questions always arise. What happens if the 2 shooters, if the first one gets it?
Yeah.
Well, the first one would win the $1,000 on Friday night, and then it resets back to about $100 or whatever the starting jackpot is on the next game.
That's right.
But again, if it goes all season long and no one gets the Lightning Shot, they're going to have at the final game of the season multiple chances where people are just going to keep shooting until someone gets it.
Well, there you go. Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. We got we're going to be back at the Just Road Arena Friday night. And the Hearst Lumberjacks coming back into play. And, of course, always fun and a spirit affair when the Timmins Rock take on the Storm. We'll see them on Saturday night.
When you have 2 young babies at home, they sleep at opposite schedules. Did you know this?
Yes, I knew this. I know this.
You just go get, I made the classic mistake today. Hudson finally settled, and Ella's really good, but she's finally settled. and then I stepped on a squeaker toy.
Uh-oh.
And I woke them up. First day back. Classic mistake, right?
Classic mistake.
Because you rarely...
Now you've got both up,
Yeah.
both in each arm.
You rarely get they're on opposite schedules. I think they do this intentionally, by the way, this opposite schedule thing. God bless Mom, who's killing it with she's timed right down to a point, much better than me. But yeah, so I made that mistake, and oh man, or the dogs bark or something happens.
Yeah,
like
someone
that.
comes
So
to the door.
Is there a trick? If anyone's who's had you've had two boys around, close enough when they're younger.
Ethan just turned 8. Caden's going to be turning 6.
Yeah, so close.
February.
So is there
close
any
in
trick
age.
you have out there to sort of convince them to sync their napping schedule? Is there any magic that you might
You
have
just,
had?
as you say, hope, wing, and a
Yeah.
prayer. But
See?
maybe people out there will have
Amina,
it.
I think that's Amina.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying that right.
I think Amina.
Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
She says, knowing knowing my girls, they definitely do
Yeah,
it on
see,
purpose.
I think they're little devils already.
They're
Yeah.
up to something.
Yeah.
Already plotting
Yeah,
against Mom and Dad.
Opposite schedule. They should each get all the attention. Okay. Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's tons of attention given in my house.
Jill says routine.
Yeah. Jill sounds like she knows what she's doing. You got to get them on routine.
Yeah.
See, this is where I fail too, because I'm sort of like fun, right? So they're up, we're still playing. I get them worked up. Sometimes we
You try to work them up, and you think,
Well,
okay, maybe they'll be too tired and
see,
fall right asleep.
like most nights, we're done here. I'll get home at 8:30. Then I want to see the kids. But Mom's like been with the kids all day trying to get them to relax, and I come in like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball, eh? And I want to hug them and jumping up and down. So I'm sort of like
Terry's like, okay, both are yours now for the night.
Yeah, I get all excited because I want to see the kids, and I throw them off schedule. Yeah, that's right. So
What's Joanne saying there? Brookie is going to Indoor Water Park in Toronto this weekend. Woo-hoo. The pros were invited for the competition they had this summer, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, shout out to them. I mean, there's a lot of great athletes in her family. They're kicking some butt there.
Kicking
Kinsman.
butt in multiple sports, not only wakeboarding, but we know the part of the Timmins Tornadoes, the Ringette team, kicking some butt this season as well. Champions is
They're awesome, pal.
every weekend you see posts that
yeah.
they're picking up the hardware.
Someone says it's just not hockey this town excels in. There's a lot of different sports.
A lot of different sports.
Now,
yeah, we saw that a few weeks back with the gymnastics competition
So
qualifier.
Ashley has a large, amazing family, so I'm curious to what she's saying here.
What does
I
she
never
say?
had a schedule. My kids sleep whenever. If I go for a walk, they pass right out. Usually plan my groceries when they get tired and sleep the whole time. All right, see? I like that. And Ashley has a large family.
Yeah, big family.
She knows what she's doing. A lot of
Routine
people
helps from Megan. What does Joanne say there, Ronnie? Yeah, Joanne says, had one. He never slept. He would be up all night and every night. One of the insomnias.
Yeah.
Insomniacs out there. That was part of trivia
Yeah.
with Austin. Your boy was in here on Monday night.
Yes.
And one of the questions was the longest movie ever recorded. And the longest movie out there, it's The Cure for Insomnia. It's an 85-hour runtime.
Oh my God!
Maybe put that. Maybe put that on if
Did
you
it
need them
have
to go to
that
sleep.
terrible music you were using for the first 2 days of the show?
Yeah,
That would put me asleep too. Okay, so Megan says I have 2 boys and they're 20 months apart in age. So she knows now she has 2 boys.
Yeah.
So are you like, is it control? Like, are your boys like adventurous, like my little guy is? Routine helps a lot, and consistency is the key. Mine don't do too well going off schedule, so try to keep the routine every day.
Every
Yeah,
day.
so
Right.
So my wife is right. Terry's been telling me this routine. I'll try my best tonight, but
So tonight,
I'll try.
squeaker right at the door. It's like walking around and trying to avoid landmines.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of good advice here,
night.
kids. See,
Yeah.
I never would have to see like a counselor or a psychiatrist.
We just come to the show
that's
and
right.
ask the audience.
Yeah.
What is Jill saying? She says, I'm guilty of YOLO all the time. We were super active with our boys outside, so they would tucker and pass out pretty early. Oldest was a 5 a.m. riser daily for 22 years.
Oh, that's good for him.
Yeah, my boys wake up early all the time too,
But
even on weekends.
in their teens and 20s, that's pretty cool. You don't hear that too often, unless it's going to bed at 5 a.m. So, yeah, Ronnie,
my
he
boys are
sleeps at 4
religious
p.m.
early risers.
Your boys get up early.
Yeah, even you always even after the late storm games, you think they're going to sleep in the next morning. They're
So you
up
got
and
them-
at 'em by 6
So
a.m.
you got them on routine? Are you a routine dad?
No,
Are
not,
you-
no, not
No.
no routines. no.
It's okay. Sarah.
We try.
Sarah says, "Read me." So we might have missed a comment of Sarah. Well, we'll get Ronnie tried.
Let's go back to Sarah's
or
comment.
if you could type it again, if you don't mind, Sarah.
Read my post, so it's up higher than
'cause
that.
Sarah has young children also. Oh, right there.
Oh, there it is. Clean the toys after the kids are in bed.
That's smart. Yeah. It's
Step
tough,
on the
okay.
squeaker after they've gone to sleep.
I agree with this, but sometimes, and you know, I like my cleaning, okay? You know how diligent. We've talked about that multiple times.
Yeah.
But you know, when you get home and the kids finally go to bed and you're looking at cleaning the toys or Netflix, it's tough to clean the toys, right?
Yeah, like, let me just
It's
watch
tough, come
this
on.
show.
Like,
And
it's
then
just,
another half hour.
Yeah.
Another half hour. Okay,
Well,
well, you know what? The toys can stay.
Yeah.
They're just going to be up messing them up anyway.
yeah, the minute
that's
you
the,
say,
that's the mentality.
I'll
They're
just
gonna
turn
come up
on the
and play
TV
again.
and do it shortly after, you're committed to not doing it at that point. At least in my books, Ginsman.
Yeah.
So you either do it right away or you don't do it at all. Now, there's my son, Aiden. He's mocking me.
The weather today is
and
great.
You. So there's Aiden. You can post up Aiden's
Hey,
comment.
Aiden.
So
Aiden KLOMP.
Aiden, who's my son, says that me and you talk like old men, and we talk about just the weather. Okay, so he's being
The
sarcastic.
weather is great today.
Thank
well,
you,
it is,
son.
Aiden. Don't forget to put on your booties tomorrow for school.
Yeah, this is coming from the kid who doesn't wear a winter coat.
It's too uncool to wear
Yeah,
something warm. To
So the
protect
weather
you from
must
getting
be great.
Sick.
So
yeah.
he's mocking us, by the way, there, kids. That's what happens when
Yeah.
they turn into turd burglars when they get older.
That's it. Yeah, they'll appreciate you down the road. What does Rochelle, Ronnie,
good
fly
kid.
back there? If I can't sleep, I go on YouTube and play a track. That's rain hitting a tent during a thunderstorm.
Oh, I
Love
like
it.
this.
Apparently that works.
Yeah, do you know that's a great idea. And you know, on your iPhone, they actually have something where you could play background noise while you're listening to music.
Like
So-
brown
so-
noise, white noise.
So you can turn
Yeah.
on, I don't know what type of music you into.
Well, anything.
Oh, it's not a hard.
Coming from the radio background, all my life playing basically every track that's on the planet.
So something.
everything.
Say you're playing pop music.
Let's say rock. No, well, it'd be
Rock.
rock. 80s rock, 90s.
You're giving an answer like
mid-nineties.
you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, who
right
wants
now.
to be a millionaire?
Anyways,
Can
okay.
I phone a
so
friend?
you're playing music, and you can have background noise on your phone, like rain or thunder or something like that. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No, you did know that. Okay. Let's
What's
see.
Shelley
Isn't
say?
that the one who wore shorts just before the Christmas holidays?
That was your
yes,
son.
That would be my son, Aiden. Bryson, can you go up one to Christine? So Bryson is, because Christine just on her
Yeah,
show.
Christy Dorian
Her
from
son,
Porcupine
Bryson,
Ski Runners.
who's an amazing kid, by the way,
Yeah.
guys. A real nice boy. Bryson and Aiden are friends. So Bryson, after he forgot today, like, how do you forget a jacket in the winter? Yeah.
Well,
Like when I was
you want
young.
to be the cool one. You want
when
people
I-
saying,
when
"Wow,
I-
look at that nerdy kid wearing his coat, staying warm."
When I was young,
Huh?
well, I wore the toques and the mitts. Now, one, I was scared of my mother if I didn't. But two, I like being warm. I'm still wearing a coat in this office, even if it wasn't a
Well, you don't
Bills
want
coat.
to take that off.
I was wearing my winter coat last week. So, but my mom would give me that whooping, dude. Ooh, at the bus
If
stop.
you're not wearing your coat to school, what's Jill saying? Yeah, my daughter needs her fan on in the background sound, even in winter. That thing is running on low. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people that love their fans, so we keep our fans on at night too.
That's like when we were in the hospital and just before I had the baby, you got to like, whatever Terry wants, Terry gets. And that's how it usually is at the house anyways. But definitely before they have a baby, We got about 20 fans blowing on us in that room. Almost
We always have the
darn
fan.
near wet home.
If
Kinsman.
we don't have the fan on, it's just not
It was
quite
so
the right
wild in
night's
that
sleep.
room because like she was very warm, but it wasn't warm in there. Like I'd bought a coffee from the Tim Hortons there. They put it down for 5 seconds and it was an iced coffee. What do you say? Like you can't say think of me at this time, right?
No.
They're about to have a baby. It's dangerous waters. So I had to live with the fans. I froze them.
Froze your butt off.
Yeah, these people, some people like fans at night. This is a...
No, we have our fan on every night. In fact, our fan's on 24/7.
You guys are fan people
Yeah,
too?
we have the fan
Yeah, you
going
got
all
it.
night long.
What
Yeah.
for? It's winter. Is it a heated fan or a cooling
No,
fan?
it's a cooling fan. It's,
So you have
it's nice.
cold?
Yeah, we got cold air blowing on us, or it's just angled enough that you just get a bit
you
of the
got
breeze.
the heat cranked up at your house, and then
Well, it's
you
not
got
really cranked,
cold
no.
air. Oh, what do you got it
Temperature's
at?
at room temperature, and you got the fan on there.
why don't you just
Fan for
turn
the
down the
ambient
heat?
noise. Well, no, and the fan. It's nice to it just adds a better night's
Do
sleep.
you
for
like
us.
talking to the fan?
We
there
talking to him. I'm
with
like,
the
hey,
noises?
that's it.
Jamie won't take that outfit off. He'll be sleeping on it. Oh, 1,000%.
Well, let's say if they
Selena.
win Sunday, you're going to be
You know what I
wearing that on Monday night show. I can guarantee that.
Megan says, I sleep with 3 to 4 blankets at night, but I need my fan. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. People with their fans.
Yeah,
Right?
this is
so
what we
Megan
do.
is just
Yeah.
like Terry and it's just like you, many other people. So you have your 3 to 4 blankets on to get toasty warm.
Yeah, we've got.
But then to counteract that, you got a cold fan blowing on your face.
You're missing out if you haven't tried it. Yeah, we've only got one giant blanket, one giant comforter, and that's enough.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, to each their own. But I just thought it was an odd purpose with these fans. But the hospital, yeah, they were blowing that Arctic air in there. But I wasn't allowed to say nothing there, Kinsman. I had to would tread carefully if you watch Breaking Bad.
What's Guy saying there, Joanne? If you go and see Habs play Leafs game, you're gonna have fun. I have a hat made that and that and a sweater.
Yeah.
And
He's all geared
Habs
up.
and Leafs, yes.
He's
all geared up.
he's
Of course, yeah. When you go, you gotta support the merch booth when you're there.
Tammy says, be glad you guys didn't go through menopause. Yeah, no doubt. We wouldn't survive that either, Kinsman.
No.
There's not much we would survive.
There's not much that the male species would survive.
We
Thank God women do what they do, right?
Okay, so Jasmine is, fish tanks make great background noise, agreed.
Yeah.
And Jasmine saying, I use 5 to 10 blankets. 10 blankets? That must be stacked up high, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, not too. It can't be too hot. Just got to be right. And again, we've got the one blanket fan ratio.
Yeah.
One fan ratio at our house.
Move the mouse there, Ronnie. Okay, I have a fan on, heater on, window open, 100 blankets, and weighted blanket.
Well, the weighted blankets.
There's a lot of contradiction there. You might have a storm in your household with that cold and the warm front coming in.
Wake up to a little pile of snow in the corner of the window.
Yeah. Next, baby,
Yeah.
don't forget to pack your snowsuit. Yeah, I think we were all set there. All right, Kinsman, let's, we've been yakking long enough.
Yeah,
right?
let's give away some prizes. We're going to thank our amazing sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you see your logo on the screen, we thank each and every one of you for, sticking with us. As we were talking to Glenn last night, we're diving in here. This is our 4th year here.
Diving in there, Kinsman.
We are.
All right,
Dive it in
let's roll it right back. Give away some prizes.
Yes.
It's almost that time for the 15th annual Mushkegowuk Cup here in the city. Kicks off the weekend of February 16th through 18th for U7 right up to U21 men's and women's. Entry fee is $600. U21 entry fee is $1,000. Entry fee deadline is coming up January 31st at 5. Email them today, mcup@mushkegowuk.ca to register. Experience traditional winter travel with Abitibi Sled Dogs. Servicing Matheson, Iroquois Falls, and Tibbins. Call today to book your adventure. Email them now, abitimisleddogs@gmail.com. And O'Reilly's source for sports, your locally owned and operated hockey shop, full-service bike and ski shop here in the North. Sporting goods for the entire family. Check out their hot selections now at O'ReillySports.com or call 705-406-2305 or stop in and see them at the corner of Highway 655 and Highway 101 West. The Wizard of Paws Professional Pet Grooming, locally owned and operated with quality service here in your downtown. Walk-in nail trims, canine enrichment, puppy sessions, senior sessions, and more. Inquire now, 705-288-8660 or walk in and see them at 220 3rd Avenue. And get a ticket for Lisa Framet's second annual Fly With Me music fundraiser presented by Lisa Framet. Coming up January 27th, 5 p.m. at the Porcupine Dante Club. Entertainment provided by jazz musician Donnie Most. How about MC by TV personality Bill Walechka with a comedy routine provided by Rick Lemieux. Tickets on sale now through eventbrite.ca. And keep your eyes on TFAC. Rumors swirling that the Rock on the River 2024 lineup will be announced soon. Follow them now. You don't want to miss out. TimmonsFestivals.com. And mark off April 20th and 21st for the NOE's TimmonsCon 2024. Come and see the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo and stay tuned for the Northern Ontario Expo.com details to be released of who will be coming as their celebrity. And boost your business with Gerona's Borden Kelly Lawyers, and you could be this week's winner for free advertising just like Abitibi Sled Dogs did. New post is up now with the winners posted and announced this Friday. Get connected with She's Connected with Mel and Mel. Have these ladies grow your business. They deal with speaking engagements, workshops, and more. Follow them now online at shesconnected.ca. And for residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed, you go to DAP Cleaning Solutions. Book now for carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial units today. Call Andrew N for your free quote, 705-465-3500. Discount days are back at Jackpot Time Timmons. Prizes every day with amazing door prizes. Book your bingo slots now at 251 First Avenue. When you're buying or selling, it's Albert Seal sealing your deal with Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders. Inquire about this new listing on Waterloo today for $379.9. Call Albert now for a showing, 705-465-3493. On the big screen this week, it's Mean Girls, The Beekeeper, and Night Swim. For tickets and showtimes, find them online at ImagineCinemas.com. And stay tuned for Dare Timmons and their details on their free family skate. We'll keep you posted on the Dare Timmons Facebook page. And the Porcupine Gold Kings get set for the Schumacher Cubs this Friday night at the Barn. Puck will drop at 7 p.m. And the PMAJ announcing that their skills are back this week. All goalies are welcome to represent their age group. Details on the PMAJ Facebook page. And she's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew. Looking for your dream home or new office space? Reach out with Jessica Gervais today at Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders. Check out all her latest listings at Jessica Gervais at RoyalLePage.ca, like this gorgeous new office space for lease at 681 Algonquin Boulevard East. And there's something fun for everyone at Midtown Bowl. Rock and Bowl, pizza party packages, the Fun Zone, amazing family deals, and more. Book your alley now. Call Nat today, 705-267-3500. And don't pay for 90 days at Masters Tire Timmons. Book your appointments now, 705-915-3745. And if you can't get to them, they'll get to you with their mobile service anywhere in Ontario. Suffering from alopecia? Do you have hair thinning issues into the new year? Louise at Look 140 can help. Check out all her amazing services online at look140.ca or book a consultation now, 705-267-8566. And we wish the Timmins Majors all the best as they pack their bags for Peterborough as they take part in the Steve Ritchie Tournament of Champions. And the Storm gets set for a busy week with 2 home games back-to-back at the Just Jordan Arena. Friday night, they take on the Hearst Lumberjacks, and then on Saturday, they take on the Timmins Rock. Both game times, 7 o'clock at the Just Jordan Arena.
Kinsman,
and we're back.
You got the prizes.
We've got the prizes,
like the big
4 and 4,
here.
yes. 4 tickets to Imagine Cinemas. You can go check out Night Swim, go check out The Beekeeper, Aquaman still there, Mean Girls, or how about 4 passes to Midtown Bowl, so you can go bowling and a movie.
That's right. You can do it all. It's a good family night out there, Kinsman.
A family
all
night
right,
out.
Ronnie,
roll the wheel.
The wheel is up, and he's going to roll it right now there, Kinsman. Flying.
Who will win?
The wheel still moves pretty quick, even in the cold weather.
It
Did
does.
you notice
It
this?
does. And the winner is Lisa Gunner.
Lisa
Congratulations, Lisa.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Oh, Ronnie flips that wheel off pretty quickly now, don't you?
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And again, Lisa will get in touch with you after the show and deliver those passes tomorrow, and you'll have those in time for the weekend.
Lisa Gunner. That is amazing. Okay.
That is
I think
amazing.
she's won a couple times already.
She's won a couple times.
Yeah, that's
And again,
right.
speaking of winning, we'll give away more Storm tickets for this weekend on tomorrow's show, and maybe some more movie passes, maybe some more bowling passes. Who knows what we'll give away.
Your life of adventure. It will come to your mind tonight when you're dreaming it through that fan blowing minus 25-degree air on you there, Kinsman.
It's nice. Look, we got a train behind us there on the Chromecast. The picture from Buffalo still?
There we go. I guess so. I didn't see. Yeah, sometimes, okay, with the wheel, your name is in there, but that's just how the software works. But I can tell you for sure, Debbie, it is collecting. The wheel is like we're using StreamYard to broadcast the show. And StreamYard also, this is a wheel's like an attachment. And I've asked that question to them on a few different occasions.
Well, again,
it's definitely in there.
When you see him click the wheel of winning, there was about 75 to 100 names in
It
there.
just goes super quick.
So it would not spin through all 100 names.
But
So
I have asked them.
It spins through
because
a few.
a couple people have said I don't see my name, and I've asked them, and then they tell me whoever makes a comment, they definitely have an opportunity to win.
As long as you, as long as you're
Or
playing
else
and winning.
We got to
and
go back
watching.
to the old days where Kinsman gets his shoebox out and writes all the names during the sponsor break.
Yeah, we used to do that during the sponsor
Yeah.
break. That was way back when we were doing this from our basements,
That's right.
kitchen tables.
We'll try that one night, and then people will be begging for that wheel back.
Yeah, that's it.
That was not good.
Yeah, go back in archaic times.
Yeah. All right, Ronnie, let's peace on out of here.
And we'll
there,
see you
Kinsman.
tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same time. Have a good night.
तुझे लगे तू है काफी फेमस आइडियल इन्फ्लुएंसर नई नई तितली तू बाहर निकली है न बना बातें चल चल हवा आने दे सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 देखे मुझे तेरी सारी फ्रेंड्स रेट करे मेरे लिस्ट को 100 out of 10 चाहूं मैं बस जल्दी हो ये सब एंड कब होगा दी एंड मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 चल चल हवा आने दे मेरी जगह मत खा सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के
मुझे लगी बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 bla
मुझे लगे बातें तेरी बताना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रे bla 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 तुझे लगे तू है काफी फेमस आइडियल इन्फ्लुएंसर नई नई तितली तू बाहर निकली है न बना बातें चल चल हवा आने दे